Hey everybody, it's your boy Carlos here.
And Joseph.
And welcome to
The Passenger Seat.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Passenger Seat. In this episode, we're going to talk about the very classic and nostalgic 90s movie, Space Jam. Woo! Of course, we want to touch upon this topic because there's a new Space Jam movie that's going to be released, Space Jam Legacy, I think it's called, which comes out this year, and it features LeBron James.
Yep.
But we just wanted to talk about the classic one that we grew up with that started the whole thing. So,
yeah. So, the original Space Jam came out in 1996. It was directed by Joe Pytka. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. Honestly, I don't remember any of his accolades. Like, what else has he's done? I don't remember.
Yeah, and so the movie is basically about. It's basically based on Michael Jordan's retirement, and then the Looney Tunes. What was it? There was like this businessman who had like a theme park, and he wanted to have like
it was a different planet that his theme park was failing, and he needed a new attraction,
and so he wanted to do like basketball games.
Yeah, like he like turned on, like there was this room of TVs, and then there was a specific one that focused on the Looney Tunes, and I think it was another TV that focused on basketball or something like that.
So they're trying to have the Looney Tunes play basketball, and I think basically they had some, the boss or whatever, like the big gangster dude. He wanted to have his minions take the abilities from NBA stars and then use them to enslave the Looney Tunes.
To enslave the Looney Tunes, that's what it was. So they could be on their theme park and do the same thing forever. Correct. Something like that.
Okay. So they basically they would just enslave the Looney Tunes forever.
So then comes Michael Jordan.
Jordan.
This was like a real game changer in movies like that for athletes to be in movies. It was really different, and they required the help of one, the best NBA players. So they tried to get Michael Jordan's help, and I remember that scene because he's playing golf with his buddies, and then all of a sudden like Bugs like brings him inside the golf hole or something like that, and it goes down to Looney Tune world, which, from my understanding, it's the Looney Tune world on Earth then. Is it like in its Earth's core?
Maybe.
No, it's just never explained.
It could have just been a portal to another dimension. I don't know.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, there's that too. Yeah. No, you're right.
But yeah, obviously we had big names in the movie. We had Michael Jordan, we had Charles Barkley.
Yeah, we had Bugsy, and for some weird reason they had
Bill
Murray, which I was like, why? But okay. They had Larry Bird too, I remember that.
Larry Bird, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was really interesting seeing all those big names in sports. Minus Bill Murray, but Bill Murray was cool though. I like Bill Murray in the movie.
He did like one thing, and then he was like, "Oh, my knee is messed up," and then he walked away. But it was a phenomenon. Like when it came out, it really blew up. And, it started with a budget of $80 million just to make the movie, and they didn't realize it was going to become so big until it made $250.2 million at the box office.
And that's aside from the fact of all the merchandise that they sold. They sold how much? $6 billion in
revenue. Yeah, and it still sells till this day. I mean, when they came out with the Space Jam Jordan 11s, everybody wanted those shoes.
Hello, it's the Martian. Space Jam Jordans.
So that's like one of the most popular 11 shoes.
There's quite a couple of Space Jams now, right?
There's more than the original release, but it was something big for its time. And then they had the commercials of him sponsoring the shoe, but also Bugs Bunny was in the commercial too. And it was a lot of promo for this movie.
Speaking of the merchandise and stuff, personally, I wanted to get, and I saw it while we were in Colorado in Mile High Comics. I saw they have a banner of the Space Jam movie with Bugs.
The original banner.
Yeah, with like Bugs dunking. Like, yo, he looks so sick. I'm trying to get my hands on that. If anyone wants to comment down if they know anybody who has one of those banners, it's a 6 foot by 4 foot banner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on that. So,
of course,
they didn't want to rip it off the wall and sell it to me at Mile High. So,
well, it's probably too vintage for them to like. They were like, I don't want to let it go.
that's fair. But hey, we tried.
This movie also featured a ton of Warner Brothers characters, not just the Looney Tunes.
We had Bugs, Elmer Fudd, Tweety, Sylvester.
Almost all, it was like almost the whole gang in that.
Pepe Le Pew, the Tasmanian Devil. Was Speedy Gonzalez in there?
Speedy Gonzalez was in there,
Yeah,
and this movie actually marks the first introduction of Lola Bunny, which was a big deal back then. Because
we're like,
I don't know about you, when you were a kid, I was like, Lola Bunny.
Oh my god! Same effect as what's her face?
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah,
she came out.
Yeah, it was they started noticing, the production company started noticing that the Looney Tunes never really had a female character, and they wanted to introduce one in the movie because there was just no one there except for maybe once or twice you saw Pepe Le Pew's love interest, but other than that there wasn't many female characters. So they introduced Lola into it, and it blew up. Now she's in everything. Yeah. Everything Looney Tunes related, she's in it because it just became a big deal.
Yeah. And there's a whole controversy because when they
the
redesign, and then you have all those furries just pretty mad because they changed. It's like, listen, it's a rabbit.
It is,
homie. Like,
yeah. I think it's a childhood thing. Like,
but it's like, look, it's a rabbit. Let's not over sexualize animals, okay? Anyways, that was my side note. I'm sorry.
But yeah, since she got introduced, and then one of the coolest parts of the movie is when they do steal the NBA players' abilities, they become the Monstars.
Yeah, the Monstars.
And there was just cool looking guys, there were these beast looking dudes. It was just a really cool concept. I'm actually kind of disappointed in the concept of the new Legacy movie. The villains they're going against are they look sort of like CGI robots and stuff. I don't know, I don't think it's gonna hold a big footprint like the Monstars did.
Yeah, but this Space Jam movie coming up is gonna have a big boom either way because
it's the nostalgia reasons too.
It's the legacy. Anyways, but yeah, the movie also counted with a pretty good soundtrack, right?
Oh, dude, the Space Jam
Welcome
soundtrack.
To the Space Jam.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, what you gonna do?
Right. Up the jam.
And I know this one's,
controversial
right now, but I Believe I Can Fly was.
That was.
Wow.
I believe I can fly. Okay, we're not gonna do R. Kelly songs here.
I mean, for the movie specifically, not just him as an artist, but the movie actually won a Grammy for that song. Yeah. Really popular song. A lot of the stuff in the soundtrack was still extremely popular, like Pump Up the Jam, and I think that CD actually sold a lot of money, but I don't know what.
It sold a lot of money?
I'm sorry. It made a lot of money.
To sell money.
So I know that there's really high hopes for that new movie to come out with a really good soundtrack as well, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the old man in me, the 90s old man in me is it's not gonna be the same, blah blah blah, and then start nitpicking the movie. But I'm gonna enter with an open mind and see what happens.
Yeah, just going with low expectations. That's the best way to go.
No, you're right though.
That's the best way to go in a movie, because when you go in with really high expectations, you're prone to be disappointed.
Yeah, I have no problem with the choice of the NBA player either. I mean, LeBron James is you have Michael Jordan and you have LeBron James, and LeBron James is Michael Jordan for the time right now because, unfortunately, by Kobe's passing, LeBron James is the king right now.
I know, man. R.I.P. Kobe.
So I'm glad they chose him, and I know he started other movies as well, trying to be an actor or whatever. So I know it's not like he's just not gonna act.
Yeah.
He's gonna act.
Do you think? Speaking of Kobe, right? Do you think they'll probably do a memorandum? No, I don't know if it's called memorandum. What is it? In loving memory of Kobe at the very end of the movie?
I have no idea. That's a good question.
Because I feel if they're partnering with
the NBA,
then they might have to.
I know a couple of the players are like the evil squad or whatever, like they look like CGI robots, but the guys actually playing them are NBA players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Kevin Durant is one of them.
Ooh, KD.
Klay Thompson, I believe, is one of them. They have a few NBA players actually playing the.
That's gonna be interesting to see then, because they can use stuff like mocap or whatever.
That's what they're using.
Yes.
Yeah, they're using mocap. Except I know that from what I've heard, I think the Looney Tunes are also mocapped.
Oh, nice.
Like there's some people like mocapping them because if you notice from the trailer, the design of the original movie was 2D, like this kind of like drawn thing. I don't think it was mocap back then.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was literally just Michael and the other guys like playing a big giant green screen, which it's gonna be the same now. It's gonna be a giant green screen, but at least there's more players on the floor.
Right, there's more players, and the fact that technology is advanced, really far from 1986.
2D, yeah.
So hopefully it's going to be a really good experience. I can imagine, these NBA stars, and they're given like free range of like, hey, go wild on the court. Don't hold anything back. This isn't like an actual game. Like just play like you're playing a pickup game and just go wild with it.
Maybe they also got to play their character right, but
no, of course.
I don't know if their character's really gonna have any personality like the Monstars did, because the Monstars, each of them did have their own little way of being. But unforgettable moment there, and I think they try to like do it in the trailer as well. As you remember Michael Jordan when he finds out this is Looney Tune land, so he like does his signature dunk, and his arm just stretches like out 10 feet, and he's just boop.
Yeah.
But then in the trailer, you see LeBron James trying to do like this fire dunk, and then he hits like a force field, a wall or something. It was really strange, but we'll see how it goes. I actually remember, not to touch upon this too much, but in the I think in the original Space Jam movie, wasn't Pepe Le Pew one of the players? And now there's like this huge controversy against Pepe Le Pew. I hope the Martian is the referee again. I remember he was the referee.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was good though. So I'm hoping a lot for the new movie, but the old movie, it's a nostalgia thing. So if you guys want to check it out, go ahead. I don't know where they're streaming it. I'm gonna be honest.
Come.
I know they sell on
Netflix.
DVD. Oh, Netflix?
I think Netflix has it.
Okay, so you can check it out on Netflix to get that nostalgia back. See it like the day before the movie comes out.
Yeah, it's either Netflix or HBO Max. I believe it has it.
I know they're gonna release the movie on HBO Max and also in theaters, but
so it makes sense that HBO Max has the the original Space Jam.
Yeah, what I'm actually wondering if the merchandise is gonna be repeated. Like, are they gonna release the Space Jam 11s again, like for the movie?
That'd be interesting.
And then probably LeBron's gonna have his own Space Jam for his shoe, probably, but who knows? All right.
Interesting. So how did before we cap it off, what was it like for you when you saw Space Jam for the first time?
I saw it, obviously with my brother. I don't remember if we saw it in the movie theater. This was 1996, and I was born in 1993, so I doubt it. Mm-hmm. I feel like I was still too young to comprehend it.
Had it on a VHS tape.
But I had it on a VHS tape, and me and my brother repeatedly watched that movie, man. That movie, like, it's so sad that it only has like 43% Rotten Tomatoes, but it's a cult classic.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, for movies like that, critics are always going to be critics. They have to do their job.
They have to do their job. They base it on it being a movie rather than the other stuff.
Right, but it doesn't mean that the audience doesn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think I remember, point in my life when I was a kid, I was living in Jersey, and growing up, I remember watching Space Jam there for the first time, and really cool. I was, 90s kids, you loved cartoons, you loved any kind of stuff like that, so Space Jam was really big. And
extremely.
So again, going back to the whole "I Believe I Can Fly" R. Kelly thing.
Okay.
I used to, dude, no lie, I used to get like welled up inside when I used to see "I Believe I Can Fly" at the beginning when he was MJ was still the kid who played MJ.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when he first does it, right? That's when the song comes out, when he's like practicing on his home net.
Was it that song?
I think so. I don't know what it was, but I remember that first scene always made me well up inside, because I was like,
where he goes like, you can be anything you want, Michael, and then he just goes for it, and then and then the that other song comes on like jam and welcome, and it shows like this like montage of him destroying his competition. It's so good.
I mean, dude,
I love that. That always gives me a goosebump feeling in the beginning. Such a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, what MJ is to basketball is he's a legend. He's a legend.
Definitely,
hands down.
It's very much it's a movie that can never be forgotten, and it's a great movie for the I think the world of athletes, because not a lot of athletes do movies. It's just a staple now in general.
Well, so I believe that's all for us today. Make sure to like, comment down below. Tell us what you remember from Space Jam, right? What was the most memorable part to you, or who was your favorite Looney Tune, Monstar, or just NBA player who was playing there, or if you just like Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, god dang. Played himself too. Yeah. All of them played themselves, but Bill Murray, I don't know why.
Hey man, we appreciate you, Bill.
I wonder if they're just friends in real life and they're just mad chill.
Maybe. But yeah, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love, and hopefully you enjoyed this ride with us, and hopefully you'll join us next time here in
The Passenger Seat. Mango.
Okay. Okay. Let me just take this out accidentally. Okay. Yes.
Okay. You want to start with them?
Quite.
We'll start it over.
Okay.
That's fine.